What's good? What's good? It's your boy Big Age coming to you live from the 559. Talk to me nice, so don't talk to me at all. And I'll shine big energy in this thing. You got me, your boy Howie. Introduce yourself, my guy.
I ain't gonna lie, I can tell you haven't done that intro forever.
It was kind of like off. It didn't feel like flowy like it usually does.
Nah, it felt like it was your first time. Like, you want to try that again, or?
Nah. Hey, I'm here. I'm coming to y'all as like my natural self. I'm gonna get back in the flow. Just give me some time with it, y'all. Life been lifing. You ain't gonna introduce yourself. You ain't gonna tell people, hey, you just gonna vibe and eat Hershey's.
I feel like they know who I am. Ain't no need to reintroduce myself.
But it's just like the beginning. And you know what? It's okay. This is Rose.
Phantom Nerds.
Phantom Nerds.
But you know what I'm saying? We're the P nerds. Other half couldn't show up today.
2 out of 4. I mean, that's good attendance for the first time back.
Yeah, but we just gonna jump right into it. We got no welcome back speech, nothing like that. Let's just jump right into the episode.
You said no welcome back speech?
Nah, I don't like doing those because I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's just start. This is season 3, episode 1.
Season 3?
Wasn't the last one we did season 2?
I don't know. I feel like it was probably season 2.
Hey, we just gonna call this season 3, episode 1.
I don't really know where the seasons end and begin.
It just when we took a break. Season 3, episode 1. P nerds, yeah, feel me? Hey. So today, the first thing we gonna talk about is just what we've been up to.
So what have you been up to?
So me, what have I been up to? Working. I've been getting more consistent in the gym. Y'all see my face, like it slimmed down a little bit, huh? I'm getting shakes, y'all. Y'all see it, right? I see it. Camera does me so good. How y'all doing?
Why are you hitting the light skin face? Well, you're not even light skin.
I'm just handsome like that. But yeah, I started working out more consistently again, y'all. I've been focused on my job. I got a promotion. I'm not telling y'all where I work, but I got a promotion.
I'll tell y'all where you
I'll
work.
smack the shit out of you.
Y'all can Zelle me at, you can send Zelle. I accept Cash App, PayPal.
You still have Cash App? They haven't banned you yet?
What? That's y'all that got banned from
True. I'm banned from Cash App and Venmo.
Nah. So I accept Cash App, Venmo. If you trying to figure out where he worked, I got you.
Okay, let's continue. What else? Oh, I've been hanging out with my niece a lot because she stayed with me for a while. Been doing that, and just started therapy, but that's more of a recent thing. But I've been really trying to focus on more of my self growth and just balancing because I started doing a lot at the same time and it got overwhelming, and then I just stopped doing everything. So now it's like I'm really trying to stick to a strict okay, this is all I'm doing in this period of time. I'm not taking anything else on. I'm just sticking to this so I can really stay consistent and get better and overall. Other than that, I've still been watching movies, still been watching anime. I'm never gonna stop doing that. But yeah, that's it. What you been up to?
Life been life, and
very much so.
I'm still around, still living, working for sure. I just came back from Vegas last week on a work trip. That was fun. Yeah. Still doing the whole Rose in the Mid thing. That's still a thing. What else?
Make sure y'all check him out, Rose in the Mid. He does soccer talks, music talks. He just be talking a lot, really.
That's very true. It's just a lot of talking, a lot of nonsense going on. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it for real. I'm caught up in One Piece for now.
Finally.
Yeah, it took a
I'm
while.
not gonna lie. I apologize because you actually stayed true to it, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, see, I stuck to it. It took some years. It took a long time, but I'm finally caught up. I can watch when they actually air. So shout out to me for that.
Ooh.
Jesus. All right. So what's the first?
So the next thing we got is we just gonna talk. What animes are we currently watching? And I don't know if I ever said this in an old episode, but Me, I'm the type of person I will be watching like 10 to 20 animes at a time.
I can't do that.
But it's like I have a system.
At least I can't do that anymore. It's kind of difficult.
I have a system. This is my system. I have my set animes that come out once a week. Like One Piece, Shangri-La, Frontier. Those are taking breaks for now. But like I have those animes like, okay, when they come out, I'll watch it that day or I'll watch it at the end of the week. Like Saturdays I watch. So like on Sunday, if I don't watch it during the week, Sundays I used to watch Solo Leveling, Shangri-La, One Piece, My Hero, like everything that came out that week, that Sunday. And then I have my other animes that I will watch throughout the week, and then when I get like, ooh, I'm kind of tired of this genre, I'll take a break and go to something else. I'm rewatching the Ronin Kenshin, the remake one. Hold on, let me pull up my Crunchyroll because I don't be remembering all the names. I just.
Well, while he does that,
What you been watching?
I really only been watching One Piece. Like from the time where I could tell I was almost fully caught up. That's really all I was watching was One Piece, and then it took the break, and I caught up. I think I caught up maybe like a few weeks after they went on break. So that took a while for me to fully catch up. And then once I caught up, I just kind of stopped watching anime for a while. I think I picked back up when Solo Leveling came out, but that was the only anime I was watching at that point in time.
Where's my continue watching?
Oh, Blue Lock. I did watch Blue Lock when it was airing. I was trying to watch Tower of God, but I kind of just fell off of that.
I think they're done with the season. I think I'm like 3 episodes left that I need to watch. Tower of God anime is not that good. It's not that good. The manhwa is, the webtoon comic, my bad, is so great.
Yeah, the webtoon was really good, especially at the part that they're on right now. But I feel like with the anime, it's not that, it don't hit the same.
Since we're on this tangent, also, if y'all are watching the beginning after the end, that is a letdown so far, and it makes me so sad. I don't think you never read it, did you?
What?
The beginning after the end?
Nah.
The beginning after the end, when I was reading it, was literally, in my opinion, above Solo Leveling when it comes to manga. Was like, that whole was crazy. And it's still, the manga was still not done. So it's like, okay, I'm still reading it, and I'm just like, bro, the anime is just not doing it justice, and that be making me sad. But
what's not doing it justice?
It's the animation. It's like, remember the Blue Lock season 2 when they just stopped doing the flow and it just did like stop frames?
Yeah.
Think of that, but worse.
I feel like with Blue Lock, when they did it, it was because they knew they was going to go all out at the end, which makes sense to me.
But it's like they still started season off going crazy, and I'm like, it's like the storyline for the beginning after the end. It's basically another isekai, but it's still like, oh, this whole, it's crazy, and it's like, y'all are not doing it justice, and it makes me sad. But to go back to what I was saying before, so I'm currently watching My Hero Academia Vigilantes, Fire Force.
That just came out, didn't it?
I read it before, so I'm like, now I'm watching it. I'm watching this show called Ron Kamo. I've never said this name out loud, so I apologize if I butcher it. Ron Kamonoashi's Forbidden. It's like a detective anime. Windbreaker, ReZero, Beginning After the End, Ronin Kenshin.
Niggas still watching ReZero. Hell no.
Hey, that was going crazy though. The Red Ranger Becomes an Adventurer. It's kind of mid. Well, not mid. It's not mid at all. It's exactly what you expect it to be. I just wanted to check it out, and when I'm bored, I'll put it back on. Blue Exorcist. Finished Dragon Ball Daima.
I haven't started that yet. Is it good?
It's Dragon Ball Z. I'm not gonna lie to you. So if you have the nostalgia, yes. The Super Saiyan 4 that they showed was crazy. The graphics are still alive. It's just the story is. Yeah, it's just like It's like, okay, it's not awful, but it's just like If I didn't grow up watching this, I wouldn't care about it. I need to get back to Link Click. If y'all watch that, great. So it's like a time traveling anime. It's nice. It has one of the better openings I've seen. I started rewatching Kekaishi. I started the Apothecary Diaries today because I saw it was nominated for Anime of the Year with this on the same level of Frieren Journey's End, and I was like, okay. And people have told me to watch it before, and I was just like, And after I only watched the first 2 episodes, and now I see. Okay, I was like, I see how it could possibly be that live. And what else? Oh, Lazarus on Max. Ashura on on Hulu. I really just be watching stuff. I just finished Cyberpunk Edge Runners 2 on Netflix. Like, I'm the type of person I like. This is what I mean. I have like.
Wait, was it good though?
Like Cyberpunk Edge Runners was good. That was a good show. Like solid 7.5 to 8 out of 10. Like it's a 10 episode series, like 20 something minutes an episode. You can binge it quick. It's like, okay, I'm invested. Like I like this. I'm the type of person where, so I like the Ron, the detective show I'm watching. I like that because it's like a little comedic relief, but then I get to solve cases with them. Okay, get my mind thinking. When I don't want to think no more. I just want mindless action. You know what I'm saying? Let me go watch some Ronin Kenshin or something else. Like, okay, I don't have to think. When I'm done with that, kind of want a little bit of comedy, just a tad bit. That's when or maybe something that's like more slice of life, but really good. Fearing was that, and now I'm going to replace that with Apothecary Diaries. It's just whenever I'm in the mood, I like having different animes on. But I genuinely love my animes that come out once a week, because I just got to watch that one episode.
I feel like with animes that come out once a week, that'll just be... It's good. Like, I feel like... I don't know. I feel like waiting once a week is cool. I feel like it just got to be an anime I really like One Piece. I'm cool with waiting for One Piece every week. I don't know if I want to do that with like Fire Force.
Let me ask you a question. When you were a kid watching anime, how did you go about that?
How did I go about it? I just had to catch it every week.
So you were down. You watched it every week. Like you waited for the episode that came out. Did you watch a bunch of them, or were you just watching specific ones at the time?
Whatever would come out at the time. So if I managed to watch it concurrently, like before we got cable, like I would just watch it concurrently.
But like, okay, let me be more specific. Was it like just like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z and Bleach and them, or like did you watch like some of the JoJo, or Trigon, Yu Yu Hakusho, like the when they were on TV?
It was just like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. I would catch One Piece every now and again. I don't know if you want to count like Samurai Jack or anything like that.
Samurai Jack's not an anime, but it's a great show.
Yeah, great show.
Great
Okay.
show. Great show.
So yeah, stuff like that is what I would watch.
See, he had friends when he was growing up. I didn't have friends. My whole life was TV, so I legit would be inside 24/7 watching and like any and every anime show I could watch. That's at least for me. That's why I think the difference is why I can still do it now. I grew up legit.
Oh, you just grew up like watching that like that.
Yeah, like watching like whenever my mom didn't make me study or anything, I had free time. I wouldn't even sleep. I legit stay up at night to watch episodes. Where I was like, okay, Toonami would show. There was this Demonized Kyo. There was a bunch of animes that came out at night on Toonami and like Adult Swim. That I was like, oh yeah, nah, I gotta catch this. And then I'd go online and I see like, okay, I missed this episode, when it's gonna air next. I'd watch. So
I also had a bedtime on the weekend still, so I couldn't like stay up as late, so I couldn't really watch a lot of stuff.
Same, but as soon as my mom went to sleep, I snuck back downstairs, volume low, watching my shows.
Yeah, the sneaking back down the stairs part was kind of difficult. It wasn't difficult. It was like a mission almost, like, cause my parents' room was like right by the stairs, and like that part by the stairs at the very top would kind of like creak, so you kind of had to like finesse. Eventually, I learned how to finesse it to where like I could get down the stairs without making too much noise. But still, it's still like a lot of work.
I used to, like, if I really did, like, I try to like skip steps, or like I'd go one leg on the rail, one leg on the wall, and just like shimmy down. I was like, y'all not catching me today.
Yeah, I'd like tiptoe like to a part. I tiptoed to like the part that's like closest towards like the wall, because that part would like creak the less. So I tiptoe, and then I take like long steps down the stairs. Yeah, that was just too much work.
And then my dad used to travel for work. He didn't live with us technically because he worked in Nigeria while we were here. So he'd come visit. So while he's not here, just my mom. And my mom would have like classes or work, and she'd be gone for a good amount of the weekend. And I just go on the computer, and I ain't gonna lie, I found anime websites. I go on YouTube, those like little boxes. I miss those days. Not really. I really don't. But like I miss like the excitement I found when I finally found like. Did you ever go through this? You watching an anime on YouTube, Part 1, 2, 3 is there. Part 4 is not there for shit.
Yeah, you can't find the.
So then
next
you
part.
gotta go search, and then find the part 4 somewhere else. Then watch the part 4 on this thing, so you can go back and watch the actual like.
Yeah, finding anime used to be so tough. Or finding like the episodes was just tough.
And then I found a nice anime website. 2 weeks later, it's gone. It's like, okay, I gotta find another one. I used to really fight for
I think there
anime.
was one called, I forgot what it was called. Maybe it was like Naruto 2437 or something. I forgot what it was called.
There was a bunch of Naruto websites. They like not Naruto as specific website, but it was like, oh, it had the domain name Naruto something, and then you could watch Naruto and some other animes on it. It's like, bro,
Exactly.
I think it was like Naruto Get Naruto, and then I was just like, okay, oh yeah.
And then like the episode, when the episodes would air, they'd upload the episodes to the website. That stuff was so retarded, but it was so clutch though. Like, but then like you said, one day you'd hop on and
It's gone.
It's just gone.
Then you gotta go find a new one. Y'all new age anime watchers would never survive back in my day. We had to fight for this. We crawled so y'all could run.
Nah,
Thank
for real.
us.
We really did have to do a lot just to watch anime,
Like,
which was so crazy. Cause golly,
and they weren't. I ain't gonna lie, realistically, there wasn't that many actual good ones back then.
probably not.
There was only like a couple good ones. It was just like, oh, the rest of them, it's like, okay, this is all I have, and I love the story of anime, so I'm watching it. But yeah, those are the animes we've been watching. So now my next question for you is, we got a list right here. I'm gonna read y'all the list first before we choose. But like, out of the animes coming out and ongoing this season, what are you most excited for? We have Devil May Cry, Windbreaker Season 2, Fire Force Season 3, Black Butler Emerald Witch Arc, Lazarus, One Piece Egghead Arc. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we're both excited for One Piece, so let's just leave it at that. We don't even gotta, like, that's already the top. We don't gotta mention that. This is
That's true.
Witch Watch, My Hero Academia Vigilantes, Mobile Suit Gundam, Moonrise, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, 20th anniversary. They're still making Yu-Gi-Oh! Shows?
Yeah, they still have some out there.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Hidden Inventory Premature Death movie. I didn't know that. And Beasters Season 3. So out of those lists, which ones do you think you're most excited for, excluding One Piece, because that's already both of our number one?
I feel like I want to say Fire Force. I don't know. I feel like I'm excited for Fire Force. I feel like a lot of these animes, for me, I think I'm gonna let a lot of them stack up.
So other than One Piece, there's nothing here you're gonna be watching concurrently.
I don't think there's anything I really want to watch concurrently,
Okay.
at least right now. Maybe if I let's say if I start watching like Fire Force or something, or like Black Butler, and then like those few episodes really get me locked in before like the end of the season, I'd watch it concurrently, but I wouldn't be rushing to my TV like I would, like I currently am for One Piece. Like I feel like One Piece, I'm like, I have to watch that. Like I need to watch it as soon as possible, as quickly as possible.
Understood.
I feel like Devil May Cry, I'm kind of interested in because of the video game.
I'm not interested in it because of the video game, personally.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't really like the video games growing up.
I thought they were good.
I never said they were bad. I don't know, something about it. I think it's just because it had the word devil in it when I was growing up. I was like,
Nah, I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Can't really fault anybody for that. But yeah, I feel like Devil May Cry is cool. My Hero Academia, I don't really know. I'm still...
it's not going to be that good.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But it's going to be interesting.
I don't know. That last season of My Hero, I still haven't finished, and I'm kind of struggling through it a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my anime... I feel like One Piece low-key kind of ruined a lot of stuff for me. I think
now you start comparing.
Yeah, like
damn, the story's not as good. It's not bad.
Because I went through such a stretch of like trying to catch up, so like it was heavy on my plate, and now that I'm done with it and I've caught up, it's like I don't really feel that same like emotional connection to like when I watch My Hero, I don't feel that level of like I care about all these characters for real. I don't really know if there's a My Hero character I really care about like that. as opposed to like One Piece characters. Like I can name a bunch of One Piece characters I like and I care about. I want to see them doing well. I don't really have that with My Hero. With Fire Force, I don't really have that either. Maybe Show. I like Show for sure. Shimmer's cool. Shimmer's lit. Arthur is lit.
The Power of Delusion.
Yeah, but like everybody else, I'm just kind of like, it's cool. But One Piece, I feel like, I think that's a problem when you're trying to catch up with One Piece. You experience the greatness of it and the building of it while all these other animes are like going on, and you start to look at all the other animes and you're still like watching One Piece and you're like, yeah, I don't really have the sauce like that.
I get it for sure. I'm still excited for it because for different reasons. Like, I still think One Piece is the best, obviously. That's me. I'm just like, Windbreaker, I'm going to watch Windbreaker Season 2. I will not watch it every week, but I will let it stack and I will watch it for the simple fact that I hate the story, but the fighting, the action in it is kind of nice. So I'm going to watch it strictly for the fights. So I'll let it stack up, and then one day when I'm bored and I have nothing to do and I just want to watch mindless fighting, I'll watch Windbreaker. Fire Force Season 3, I am watching it every week. Or like every 2 weeks or something, because I was reading at first and then I had stopped reading just because life started lifing. So I haven't finished the manga. But I know, like, okay, Fire Force is the prequel to Soul Eater. And Soul Eater is one of my comfort animes that I will rewatch, like, the next, like, after a year goes by, when I forget some of the details, I'll go rewatch it again. Like, Soul Eater is my stuff. So it's like, oh, I want to see how we get from, like, how Fire Force ends. So I want to watch it. And, like, I like the story. I like the action. I really like Fire Force. Black Butler, I don't care about it. I watched it the first, like, what, how many, I don't know if it was, like, 1 or 2 seasons before. I don't know how, I watched it a long time ago.
I think it was maybe 1 season.
But this new arc, I was just like, I legit watched Black Butler just to say I watched it, because I had started it, like, over a decade ago, and I never finished. And I was like, a couple years back, I was like, whatever, let me just finish it. I finished it. It's not bad. It's for sure a nice show. It's just not anything crazy for me.
I feel like Black Butler. I'll watch Black Butler. I don't think I'll watch it every week, though.
Black Butler is one of those shows I feel like in 2 years, when I'm still looking for something to watch, and I was like, you know what, I haven't watched this new arc. I'll watch it then. But I'm not in a rush in the slightest. Lazarus, I watched the first episode. You seen the trailer of Lazarus?
Nah.
I think you have. You just know what it is. The whole show, the whole anime show, where it's like, oh, there's a cure that cures all disease, and then the doctor came out saying like, oh, this cure all y'all took is gonna kill you in like a couple months or something.
Oh, I think I might have.
Yeah. It just, from the first episode, without any spoilers, it just gives me like a big ass game of tag. Nothing's wrong with it, but I was just like, I feel like this story, because I'm really a big story guy. I don't think the story's gonna be, but I might be wrong. This is like my first feelings. I was like, I'm not excited for it, but I'll let it build up and I'll watch it later on. Just Witch Watch, I've heard about it, never seen it. I will check it out. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, I will check it out this year for sure. My Hero Academia Vigilantes, just for the simple fact that I read the one-shot manga that came out about it. Was it a one-shot? I don't think it was a one-shot, actually. I think it was a couple.
It was a couple.
Yeah, it was a couple chapters. I read it before. I was like, I don't remember the details, but I don't remember it being bad. Like, I was like, oh, this was cool. So I was like, you know what, let me watch it and see so I can, like, what's the word? Jog my memory. Mobile Suit Gundam, I'm not watching that at all. I'm not touching that show. I don't like Gundam shows.
Really?
The first one ever that I watched when I was a kid, loved it. After that, I could care less for them. Like, I just don't like Gundam. I don't like mecha animes anymore. It just doesn't do it for me in the slightest.
I could see that being a thing. I feel like Gundam still has, like, some type of pull. Like,
No, Gundam is for sure a very, like, up there anime. I know a lot of people love it.
Pull for you to say.
Yeah, it's just a personal thing. Like, I don't think Gundam is bad. I just personally do not like mecha animes.
But why is that?
I don't know. I don't, like, I've tried it before and I'm just like, bro, well, let me not say I don't know. Okay, give me like 10 seconds. First Mobile Suit Gundam I watched when I was a kid, it was like I was first getting into anime, so it was dope. Seeing all the robots, I was like, okay, that's cool. But I think something more so like when I see like, okay, this is your own body, even if it's like augmented with robots and like cybernetics and everything, still you human form. I want to see you go toe to toe with people, and like, okay, like I'm into it because I be in my head like, oh, that could be me. I can't visualize myself in a robot body fighting. I think that's what it might be. Because that's the only reason I could think of. Like, it's not a great reason. I'm not saying it's bad. It's actually a really good anime because I know a lot of people love it. I just know personally for me and my taste, I don't like it. Moonrise, I started episode 1, then I fell asleep because I had work the next day. It seems dope. So I'm gonna for sure check that out before June for sure. Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't care. Like, not even in the slightest. Jujutsu Kaisen movie, if it comes out in America this year, I'm gonna check it out. Beastars, I also do not care in the slightest.
I really never got to understand why people like that show, but to each his own. For me.
Yeah, like Beastars, I'm not gonna say nothing. I haven't watched it, so I can't really talk shit.
That's for the furries.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, why, Howard? You haven't watched the show, so I can't make a quality judgment.
I watched a few episodes.
Oh, I didn't. I was like, I can't make. I just know, like, looking at it, it's like, why would you even try this?
I watched a few episodes. It was an interesting watch.
In what way?
It's just I couldn't figure out what the premise was for real.
Okay.
I feel like it probably could have been a simple premise. I just wasn't truly interested in it because I was like,
I heard they be fucking in that show, and I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to see animals.
That's why I said that's for the furries. That's for the furries. If that's your thing, we don't kink shame. If you like furry,
I do. I kink shame.
Look, if that's your thing, man,
I kink shame.
Deal with me, man. That's just your thing.
I have a line. Like, I'm not gonna hate on you for it, but I will make jokes at your expense.
I wouldn't kink shame about that because I've heard worse kinks, so I don't think that's...
Oh, no, the worst kinks, I don't kink shame. I shame, and I'm not fucking with you in the slightest. But something like, Beastars is like, oh, you know what? We can still be cool, but I'm making jokes whenever I want.
Okay, I can feel that.
Like, that's where it's like, okay, I can still be around you, it's cool, but just not making jokes. Other kinks, don't ever come around me again in your life. Like, there's lines to this, you feel me? But nah, I will say this isn't the most exciting season for anime.
I feel like it's a cool season.
It's not bad. It's for sure, like, I think what this dude I know described it as, like, it's like the nuanced season. Where it's like, okay, this isn't the most mainstream animes that are coming out other than One Piece. But everything that's coming out is like, okay, this is for the nuanced crowd. It's like, oh.
And low key, I feel like a lot of anime probably saw One Piece was coming out and kind of just got out the way.
They're like, hey, have your sound, big
yeah,
bro.
like, I feel like
I'm not even going to try this season. I'll come back next season.
I'll come back in the summertime, like, when you cool down a little bit. Because I'm not going to lie, if we being completely honest, Egghead was already looking crazy.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
The first few episodes of them being back, I ain't gonna lie, it's been looking even crazy.
Have you read?
I get like bits and pieces of manga stuff, so I know some stuff.
There's scenes in the Egghead I need to see.
Yeah, that next, like even right now, I can't wait for the next episode. Like that helps me be.
They really going.
Which is why I can't look at this like list and be like, there's anything that just sticks out outside of.
I ain't gonna scroll down. What's coming out in the summer? Summer. Okay, Summer got Don season 2. Dr. Stone. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not a Dr. Stone fan.
I'm not a Dr. Stone fan, but Kanice, Malik, all of them be talking about Dr. Stone. It's not bad.
Ken talks about Dr. Stone, and I can't do it, bro.
But you have to admit, have you watched a couple episodes? Because I've watched a couple episodes.
I have.
It's not bad. It's just I don't care for it.
I don't even know if I want to say that it's bad.
I can't describe it as bad. I just don't care for this at all.
It's just boring. Like, that's not my type of anime.
Yeah,
which is cool to admit. Every anime don't have to be your type of anime.
Facts.
That's just not my type of anime. Kaiju number 8, season 2.
Excited for that.
I still need to watch that. I'm actually.
That's a very solid anime.
Bro, people keep telling me about it.
Like very solid.
Sakamoto Days Part 2.
I need that.
Demon Slayer in the fall.
No, we're just gonna stop it. Let's just stop it.
Ooh, another Faith?
That's man got excited. I'm excited for One Punch Man season 3 in the fall though, because I've been reading One Punch Man manga, and I ain't like One Punch Man is one of those animes that this is a joking anime, but the underlining story is actually really dope, and I'm really loving the way it's progressing in the manga. Like I want to find out more about what's going on in the world.
One Punch Man for me is gotta let it stack.
No, I get that for sure.
Because there's a lot of anime where I just gotta let it stack. Like, because having to wait week to week for some anime, I just don't like doing that. Because that's how I fall off the anime. If I don't have the ability to just watch it back to back and just watch it in like a few spurts.
You know, for me, that's how if I let anime stack, that's how I forget about it. Because I'll let it stack and then I'll legit forget to watch it for like 2 years, and I'll be like, dang. And then I'll be bored looking for something to watch. I'm like, oh, shoot. I was supposed to watch this anime. But now it's done, so I can watch it. But it's like I will legit forget about it for like 2 years.
I'll forget too, but I'll forget more so if it's stacking and I miss the episode. And then I already wasn't that like into it.
I'll get that.
Because I'll be like, well, I already missed last week. I'll just miss this week. And then the next, it'll be like 4 episodes that I didn't miss. And I'm like, I'll just wait till the season's over. And then once the season's over, I don't come back really for a few months after the season is over. And then I'm like, I don't even know what episode I watched last. And then I'll go watch something else. And then by the time I finally come back, it's like a year or two. I'm like, dang, what episode was I on? So I just start the whole season over.
Oh, side note. Did you ever watch Katekyo Hitman Reborn when growing up?
Nah.
If any of y'all are Reborn fans, them doing a remake, I heard. I don't know when it's coming out, but that is something I am excited for. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you missed. Like, Hitman Reborn was one of those animes that.
Will it be better than JoJo's Still Ball?
I haven't seen no trailers for that, so I don't know nothing about it. I didn't even know it was coming out till y'all mentioned in the chat. I was like, oh shoot, okay, because the last season of JoJo's wasn't that great. I didn't say it was bad. I said it wasn't that great, and you can admit that.
I don't know if I can admit that.
Okay, yeah.
I think it was pretty. I give it like a 7 out of 10.
Compared to every other season of JoJo's, like that was my least favorite.
I don't know if that's my least. Season 1's my least favorite.
Okay, second, but season 1 I don't count because it's like you're building the story. Doesn't matter.
I mean, you're building the story, yes. However, I should be able to look at your season 1 and be like,
okay, yeah, I'll give that to you.
Because like your season 1 is how you hook people in,
yeah.
and it's also how you lose people.
Yeah,
I feel like with JoJo's, you have to really tell people,
and just get
look,
past.
Bro, I know season 1 is gonna be rough, but if you get past season 1. You hit season 2, that's gonna be a little rough at the beginning, but it'll pick up. Then when you hit season 3, it's gonna take off real nice, but you're gonna hit this long period of BS until the very end. That's one of my issues with JoJo's, especially at the very beginning of it, like the first 3 seasons. A lot of stuff, even some of the later seasons, there's a lot of fluff in there. Cause like some of the villains you come across, they don't even like really matter sometimes.
Not facts.
It's just like this is what we doing this week type situation. And it's kind of like an old way of like storytelling almost, or like doing a show. Like when it would be like, all right, this week we just doing this, and this not gonna make a lot of difference in the long term story, but like it's just giving you something for you this week, which is cool because like you get to experience all these different things, but sometimes it's like, all right, what was the point of this? And then the next week, you're on to something else.
Nah, I get that for sure. You know my shows. Like I started watching JoJo's and I did not care for that whole at all, and I just gave up on it. And then it wasn't until like I was injured and bedridden and I couldn't move during COVID. I was like, fuck it. I had nothing else to watch, and I legit just made because all y'all kept telling me, just get past this episode. It's gonna get better. And I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. I got past the episode. I was like, okay. I'm rocking with this. I became a JoJo. I was a JoJo's hater.
Nah, and that's fair.
And I turned into a JoJo's fan. It's like I'm mad enough to admit it, but
I just wish, like I said, they just got this stuff quicker.
Can take your Hitman Reborn. That when that comes out, I'm gonna put all of y'all on, cause that I just hope they get rid of the beginning. So it's not even a spoiler. It's just like it is. The original Hitman Reborn show, the first, I don't remember how many episodes, so correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, it was like first 10, maybe 10 to 20 episodes or something like that. This is what I heard. I don't know how true this is because I never verified it. But the first couple, like the first 10 to something episodes was just comedic. Like just nothing but just like, oh, this is a joke of anime. Mm. And then they did a drastic change. Like, oh, shit, everything got serious.
Was it for story reasons, or was it just like?
If you look at the whole story, the beginning could have been taken out, and it wouldn't have changed the story at all. What I heard was, the creator of it originally wanted it to be a joking anime, and then while the show was going on, was like, wait, I actually got something cooking I can do, and they changed the whole tone. This is what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but like it matches up with what I saw on the show, because like the show got serious out of nowhere. I was like, bro, what's the fuck going on?
So does that hurt? I guess in long term, does that hurt or help the show? I guess it could help the show, cause like you went from being like a joking anime to like now you're serious, and like we kind of got to take your story more serious.
And it gave people something to talk about. And also at the time it came out like around like, there's not that many animes out there that's coming out at the same time, so it's like. You have competition, but your competition isn't crazy.
That's true.
And like at the time, it was like I don't remember exactly, but I was at least personally, I was watching animes like Trigon. I know it didn't come out at the time, but while I was watching him, I was watching Trigon, Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, Bleach, all these other serious animes. So I was like, hey.
So do you feel like
the joking was like it was a nice like little reliever because it was funny, and as a kid I loved it, and then.
So do you feel like with the reboot? That they need to, I guess, come straight out and be serious, or can they still?
I want them to keep it, but cut it so much shorter. Like, make it like 2 episodes.
How long was it originally?
It was for sure more than 5. I don't remember exactly how. I'm saying more than 10 before, but I know for a fact it was more than 5. I don't know for a fact it was more than 10, but it felt like it was more than 10.
Okay, more than 5.
Let me look.
So in today's day and time, do you feel like if they let it go that long, let's say they let it go like 6 episodes where it's kind of like jokey, and then episode 7 it gets serious, do you feel like that would hurt them in the long run? Like, would that hurt like them gaining an audience potentially?
Yeah, no, for sure would hurt them, because this day and age people don't have the patience that we did back in the day. Like, I watch it on TV every week. Like, I was just catching the episode, so it was like, it really wasn't nothing. I was like, you know what, I'll just see where this goes. It's kind of funny. Okay, so online it says around episode 19 is when it starts to get serious.
19?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, you can't do that in today's time.
Yeah, you can't.
I feel like at most you could get away with,
it's like 2 or 3.
I'd stretch it to 4. I feel like 4 you could probably get away with.
But like, it can't be too joking. It has to be like, you have to have like a little like,
you have to start
action
hinting.
you have to be hinting like, something is coming.
Yeah, you have to hint towards it.
But I promise you, like at least me, I had no clue it was gonna take this turn. Like, I was so shocked, and I know I remember watching TikToks and stuff, and I was like, everybody was shocked. So like, you can't do that in today's day and age. People would be like, I'm dropping this.
That, and people would be like, I'm dropping this, and people just have so many other options for you to like, and other avenues for like of stuff for you to watch. Like, why would I waste 10 episodes? But then some people would probably stick around because they're like, oh, this is just a solid like funny anime, like comedic anime. But a lot of people probably still would like. Yeah,
majority of people, it would kind of be like, this is an awful example, but it's the only one I can think of in my head. Boruto. How like, no,
I think that's a great example.
A lot of people fell off Boruto. But then some people kept watching, and it was like, hey, man, look, the filler episodes are ass, but, like, the manga episodes are crazy. Like, they'll be, and then people will be talking about, like, hey, look, bro, the first 19 episodes, joking, kind of, you know what I'm saying, goofy. But once you get past episode 19, like, they really about that action. And then people start showing clips, and then you see people start skipping those episodes and check it out, and then you see people be steadfast, like, bro, if it takes 19 episodes to get good, I don't want to watch it.
Cause that's just a lot to get good with, man. Especially if you're like, especially in a Naruto type of situation, you're kind of coming after the name of Naruto. So like people are already coming in expecting some heat, and you give them kind of like BS treatment, especially after people have already hyped up the manga of it. So it's like, hey, bro, it's episode 10. Like, where we at? Like, after a while, it's like,
Boruto just did a so awful job by, like, it's like 84% of that whole is filler.
That's a terrible formula. Like,
just let them. It's not a Boruto hate episode. We're gonna save that for another episode.
It's not. It's just they could have.
They could have done such a better job.
Just get to it.
Hey, let's go ahead and segue into the last part of tonight's segment. So Rose actually found this tweet, and we just gonna go through the quotes and just y'all gonna see our reactions. We're gonna put it on the screen so people can see as we watch.
All right. Nah, this is all right.
We've only seen one of them so far, and I like it was funny, so I'm intrigued to see what the rest has.
All right. So the original tweet is "tweak like you're in the Marvel universe." All right.
This how it says, "City under attack. The Avengers send Hawkeye."
I'm not gonna lie, the GIF is crazy because he looks like he's disappointed.
Because I ain't lie. Don't get me wrong. Hawkeye is not an awful Avenger. It's just he's the worst.
Yes.
Like, that's just where it is. Like, he's just the worst. Because as soon as you
he's gonna do the best he can.
Once his arrows run out, you're done. And if it's like big bad aliens, your arrows are doing nothing. So it's like you're only really good for human level threats and only a limited quantity.
Like, it can't be nothing crazy. Like, he can't go out and face, like, he could, if it was like Taskmaster, like, I'd send out Hawkeye. Probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's he might not win, he might win, but at least I know there's a chance.
There's a chance. But, like,
if it's like the Chitauri, like, if Hawk, it was like, let's say it was like 20 Chitauris coming down, just 20 of them, the aliens that came with Loki, I'm like, I don't want Hawkeye there, bro. I don't think you have 20 arrows in that quiver.
Yeah, I don't think you have 20 moves to get you out of that. I feel like maybe if 10.
Like, you could bring like 15 arrows and like he don't miss. So I was like, hey, if they're all killer arrows, we're good.
Good.
But if you run out of arrows and
if you run out of like your more serious ammos and like explode and stuff,
you're done. And then you can't do hand to hand with those things. You don't have super strength, so it's like, bro, you're useless. Let's pull up the next one. What else we got?
You have to be useless. Try to become a low tier villain so Black Widow can beat up, but they get the fuck at home, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. This would make me cry. This would make me cry. Because imagine you'd want Black Widow to come do that little spinny thing on you where she wraps her legs around you and like, I don't know.
But you get the Hulk instead.
I'll be so sad. Like, bro,
like,
why?
My thing would be like, why did you send that? Like, and low key, does that say more about me than it says about, like, what does that say about me? Like, was I that big of a threat? And I just didn't realize I was that big of a threat? What
if it has nothing to do with you? What if the Hulk just wanted to get his anger out and you just so happened to be at the wrong place at the right time?
But that's even crazier, cause like I'm not even that strong. So like,
I cry.
At that point, you're bullying.
I cry. I'd be like, hey, I'm sorry. Please. Just
I'd be praying to God for sure.
Just take me in. I don't want to fight. I'm so sorry for everything I did.
What if he just starts swinging you around like he did Loki? Like, just
I'm dead. No, I'm dead.
Yeah.
The first hit on the ground, I'm dead.
Of course. That's actually insane. Just found out my head was in a blip.
Is the gift him mad or happy? Because I'd be happy.
No, he's happy.
Okay, good. I'd be so happy. Because it's like, bro, I'm like, but I've been sending my money to my landlord. He didn't get it? What happened?
What's going on?
Right? He told me, they were like, show us proof. I was like, I've been giving him checks. Like, I put in the mail. I thought he'd been getting it. If he got lost in the mail, I don't know what to tell you. I can't keep...
And then the book lasted for, 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. Until somebody picks up I'd be staying.
Now, the whole world is in disarray. I'm going 5 years without rent. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Don't nobody really know what happened. Trump imposed 87% tariffs on...
I don't know what that is.
What world was that?
Let me see. Oh, Latveria. I was pronouncing it wrong in my head.
Oh.
Doom. Isn't that Doom?
Is that Doom?
Yeah, that's Dr. Doom's place.
I know that nigga would tweak out. That's not good.
What did he tweet?
I feel like he would.
I feel like he would. He's like, fuck all y'all. Like,
he might.
Latveria is from what I remember,
it's kind of...
It's like they have like high technology and everything. It's like, bro, they don't
Yeah,
care.
and they are kind of isolated.
Yeah, don't give a fuck about
So I don't
that.
think he would really too much care
like,
about that. Dog, what the fuck do you mean my insurance will cover Red Hulk damages?
He's a fucking Hulk. They're like, or imagine the argument. It's like, but you know, your insurance only covers the Green Hulk.
The Hulk.
It says the Hulk. That's not the Hulk.
That's
That's
not the Hulk.
Red Hulk.
That's Red Hulk.
There's a significant... Even She-Hulk, it doesn't cover that too. You should have read the fine print. And I'd be like, you bitch.
What the hell you mean that doesn't cover
I
Hulk?
can't... Like, insurance policies in the Marvel Universe, I know they were doing some scandalous things. It's like...
They had to have been. Because what?
Because you can't really cover everything. So it's like you cover some things and be like, oh yeah, we cover alien invasions by the Asgardians, but not the Shatteris. I'm sorry.
That's just not under our realm.
Yeah.
That's not it. That wasn't included in your protection plan. Yeah, see, that would have me heated. I would be heated. Red Hulk damages? What the hell do you mean? You said I got this package because it said Hulk protection.
Or imagine the Celestials. What's the movie with the Celestials in again? Eternals. Like the Eternals, like, oh, they're low-key aliens, but like they've been on Earth for hundreds of years, and the insurance is like, so we know technically they're aliens. However, they've been on Earth for like
so they
hundreds
are
of years. So we consider them Americans at this point, and
they are
humans
citizens of
this world. So we can't cover you.
So we can't really cover that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, they'd have me heated. My uncle just whispered "Hell Hydra" while we were watching the documentary. That nigga in the corner. Hell Hydra. The hell you mean?
No, I'm not addressing it. Are you crazy? I'm not addressing it. Would you address it?
I mean, what would I say?
I'll side eye and then be like,
I'd probably leave for sure. Yes, I'd leave.
You can't leave right then and there. You got to play it off like you didn't hear nothing.
I'd wait a few minutes.
Yeah.
And then I'd leave.
I hit one of these. I used to do this back in undergrad. So go to y'all settings in your phone. What's it called? Go to sound and haptics and just move the ringtone volume. Oh shoot, hold on, my bad, Uncle. I'm getting a call. Hello? Bro, for real right now?
Right now?
I'm with my uncle. Can it wait?
Can it wait like 5 minutes, bro?
Alright, whatever. I'm finna come get you. Hey, my bad. My homeboy got arrested again. I gotta go bail him out.
Arrested is crazy. Why can't he just have a flat tire?
I need to get the fuck out of here. Nigga said Hell Hydra. I'm leaving.
Yeah, no, I gotta get out of there. I'd probably say like get in the hospital or something. Something that just gotta like be like I have to leave right now. Like that nigga just said Hell Hydra and he whispered it.
He looking at you to see if you react.
Yeah, like
Loki, I'd be like,
I'd probably stick to looking at the screen.
I'd look straight, be like, Hell Hydra.
That nigga just nigga gonna call you out like
I wanted you.
I feel like he called you out though. Like, oh, this is one we saw. Trump just put 106 there on Wakanda.
See, that would make me sad because that means all the cool shit Wakanda have I can't get.
Dang.
Got attacked earlier in a mutie truck. This is the
his face is crazy.
This is the one thing that I've never understood in the Marvel universe that makes zero sense.
Why
to
they
me.
were racist?
Y'all are racist to mutants But like, if you have your powers some other way, it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Like
fine.
you're alien with powers. Oh sure, we fuck
Oh, bro,
with you.
you're good.
Oh,
we
you
are
filming some
in.
gamma rays, and you now you. Oh,
Hey, bro,
fine.
you
You
like
weren't
it.
born with this. We
But
like
you over there,
you were born like this.
you were born like that with them
Yeah.
powers? Nah.
You monkey.
Nah, you deport them. Get them out of here. Lock them up.
They really. I'm not gonna,
Like, what was the difference? Like, what caused that to be a thing for real? Cause like, what's the difference between?
Well, I mean, I know the difference. It's just still stupid.
Like, what's the difference between Johnny Storm and Storm? They both have
Storm and,
Human Torch.
Oh, yeah.
So they both have like these otherworldly powers.
No. The main difference is Storm is the next evolution of human beings. So like, they're looking at the Homo sapiens versus I forget the other people.
Mm-hmm.
But like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Sorry, English is my second language. I be forgetting words sometimes. But it's like, oh, they're like, y'all are gonna come and destroy us weaker humans. Whereas Johnny Storm, you're not a higher human. You just so happen to get powers from some cosmic thing, and it's like, oh, at least you're not technically better than us. You just lucked out. Like, you've been on our level for your whole life, and then, you know what I'm saying, in your mid-20s, you got powers.
But I feel like there's a counteract to that because I feel like if somebody just got powers, I feel like they could easily just be like, I feel like I'm better than everybody, and now I'm gonna like just go crazy.
I mean, but it's like this.
Versus somebody who has powers their whole life, I feel like they probably just used to it. So like, it's kind of like, this is a terrible example, but this is the best example I can think of right now. Let's say you went your whole life without getting like a baddie, right? And then you finally get a baddie. You're not really gonna know how to act versus a guy who's always had a baddie his whole life.
Okay, that's a good example. I see that.
So like, somebody who just got their powers, I wouldn't expect them to fully just be like the most gracious of humans because they just got their powers. I'd probably expect that from somebody who's had their powers their whole life.
But there's also another side you gotta look at. Let's use the baddie example. Mm-hmm. Somebody who's been getting baddies their whole life, that's what they're used to. Yes. And like, you try to tell them, you try to offer them anything else, they're gonna look at you with disgust. Like, who do you think I am? Whereas somebody who just got their first baddie, they might like let it go to their head, but they still know like, oh, the worst they did, they still know that, and like, they'll probably still go back to that.
That's true.
So it's like, oh, at least you're willing, like, you know what I'm saying, there's a chance you be okay with like less. But you've had it if you had this your whole life, like, this is your standard, this is your bare minimum.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh dang, okay, your bare minimum is some people's like dreams.
That's also very true. So it really just comes down to the person then, because we just going to the corner store and see a Doctor Strange photo open up in this.
Can you imagine living in New York, walking, and then
I feel like New York just has too much going on.
Bro, everybody's there.
You got Daredevil, Spider-Man. You got Doctor Strange. You got like just those three names off rip. That's just too much.
Damn near all the other like little Marvel like small superheroes are in New York too.
Wait, you got like, don't you got like Luke Cage in them? Like
I was like, bro, okay, just
like why would I want to live there? Then you got the villains. Like you got Spider-Man's whole rogue gallery of like Rhino and Electro and Green Goblin and.
Imagine like 2 a.m. you leaving a party, you trying to go to your favorite late hours pizza spot just to see Spider-Man bailing through the window, destroying it because Green Goblin threw him through it, and you're just like, my shit.
You ever just think about like some of the movies and like think about all the destruction?
Yes, every time.
Like
time I look, I was like, bro, this is so.
Can you imagine being out and you see like Sandman, like he's like 18 stories high. His fists are the size of like two 18-wheelers like put together. Like
you see your car stuck in his leg.
Yeah. Like what are you supposed to do? And then you see a hero getting his ass whooped. Like
I want somebody to make a movie about that. Like go through all the old movies and instead of doing it from the superhero and supervillain perspective, do it from a regular person who is just trying to get through the day and is just crying. It's like, I just wanted to go to work. And I have like two more months left of payments on my car, and that was gone.
Like,
I cry every day.
I'd cry every day, and what am I supposed to do? Like, and I feel like I'd feel worse if I look up and the person who's supposed to be saving us is getting their ass whooped. Cause like, if you can't stop this nigga, what are we supposed to do?
I wouldn't even personally. I wouldn't think about that. I wouldn't care about if he's getting his ass whooped. It's more so like, for me personally, like it's the destruction around. Like I don't want to live near where you're fighting. I don't want my stuff. Like that's what I would care about. I don't want you destroying my job. Like let's say my job building, you fighting downtown, and like where I work gets destroyed. I would be like, whoever wins or lose that fight.
Oh yeah,
I would be more sad. That's like, bro, that's where I work.
I think.
So, am I not getting paid this week?
My mind would go through that, but then like after I go through that initial part of it, because that'd be the first thing on my mind. And then if I go through that, and let's say I come out of that and I look up and the nigga that's supposed to be putting a stop to this is getting his ass whooped, my next thought is, how bad is this about to get? Because if you can't stop him right now, that means he's gonna walk off.
I have this one tear just coming down like.
This isn't gonna stop today.
My mom told me not to move here. I should have listened to her.
Like yes, today my car is destroyed, but he just whooped your ass and he just walked off.
What he gonna do tomorrow?
That man could destroy my job tomorrow. Like
destroy my apartment. Imagine if I get home. But how many people are homeless?
Yes.
They just be breezing through that. I'm like, things get destroyed so often. Like, we don't. I want to go back and be like, hey, so did you find a new job? I don't. And then the city be getting rebuilt so often. I'm like, bro, I don't. They really just not glaze. They breeze through that part. It's like, yeah, it is what it is.
I feel like if I was in construction, I'd want to live in those cities.
No. I live adjacent to the city.
Adjacent.
And then, come in work.
And then I'm out.
Like 6-month contract, I'm gone. Like, because you get paid big bucks. Oh, you want me to build this whole... And then you can charge whatever you want because it's like, realistically speaking...
They need that whole built again. And God for... Oh.
Actually, no.
Can you imagine, like, you're building something and then it gets destroyed? And then now you just got to build it up again and get... I know tax dollars are going crazy.
I know insurance agencies that make... no, they wouldn't be making money. They'd be actually losing money. But then they come up with, like, crazy... your deductibles and stuff...
Would be crazy. Nasty works.
Yeah.
If you was a superhero, would you, like, off your rose gallery?
Yes.
I feel like I would, too.
Like, not all of them, but I give you 3 strikes. And I'll tell you. I was like, hey, you get 3 strikes from me. If you kill somebody, it's done. Like, if you kill somebody on purpose, like, I'm killing you off rip. But, like, if you keep committing, like, major level crimes, if you're just robbing banks, I'm going to let you live. But let's say you're, like, trying to just take over the world, you're destroying buildings and stuff, like, you get 3 times. The 3rd time, you're off. Like, you had 3 chances, bro. Like, I can't keep doing this with you. Like,
I don't know. I feel
Batman and Joker is a perfect example.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. He should have been off Joker. There's a lot of villains that he has. He should have been got rid of. Joker
is number 1.
Number 1.
Because, like, this nigga keeps escaping.
Scarecrow, I would have offed that nigga.
It's easy. Because there's certain villains, I ain't gonna lie.
Scarecrow is like, this nigga is literally just, the amount of damage, mental trauma he does to, like, the city of Gotham. After a while, I'd have to be like, all right, bro, like, I got to put a stop to this.
Poison Ivy, maybe. Because, like, she's not, like, really evil. She's just environmental evil. So it's like...
She's not doing nothing that's too crazy. She's not really trying to off people for real.
I just only want to offer just off the fact that, like, if you wanted to, you really could cause some damage. So I'm happy you can. So I'm not going to off you. It's just... Don't cross the line, Shawty. I've got my eye on you. Like, just keep it to the environmental crimes and we can duke it out and I'll take you to jail. But, like, you do anything more...
We gonna have our issues.
Not issues.
Dr. Freeze, I'd probably have to off him. Cause that nigga's just I feel like Dr. Freeze is
all he wants was his wife.
Yeah, but the way he goes about it, it puts a lot of people. He does a lot of inconveniencing of a lot of things.
I get it, but there's
Like that nigga will freeze over the whole city for some shit.
But there's a solution. Just help him. If I ain't like Bruce Wayne just funded that nigga, because I seen it on TikTok. It's like, hey, this is how you solve all your villains' problems. Just fund Dr. Freeze's stuff so he could cure his wife.
Okay then. I have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I see what you're doing. I see what you want to do. I'll fund it if you just leave this life of crime alone.
Batman really don't want to help people. Like, he don't. He just want to beat up on them.
That's probably true, too. So, Freeze, I'd fund. And if he leaves it alone, we cool. Like, all right, go about your business. You cool. Riddler, a nigga...
I'll let him live.
It depends.
Well, no. The times he be trying to destroy the city with bombs, he got 2 times. He got 2 times.
If let's say he was going about it the way that he did in the movie, I'd probably have to off that nigga.
Like the first time, hey, that's your warning. Second time, you're done. Like because when you're too smart for this, so it's like imagine if I'm off my game one day. I'm not taking that chance. Like, bro, you're gone. I'm offing you right then and there.
Yeah, he'd have to get off. Killer Croc, that nigga's gone. Like, why are you even? First off. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even need to see what type of crime you about to commit, my boy. I don't even want to like mess around. Like,
you shouldn't be alive. You're in a bus. That's mean. How?
Bro, you're a crocodile. Like, and you can walk and talk. Like, nah, I can't even allow that.
Nah, fair. Let's hit one more before we end. This last one we got.
So I've been blipped for 5 years, and this kid is 2.5, but apparently he's mine. Low key,
that's sick.
All right, you've been gone for 5 years. You come back, your wife is with another nigga.
I can't blame her.
But
he gotta go. But like, they're probably in love.
They're in love, and I've been gone for 5 years.
That's such a tricky situation.
I might have to take my L. I think I'll take my L. Cause like I've been gone for 5 years.
And at that point, like she's already like done her best to get over you. So it's like seeing you is like it's gonna for sure bring up off you, but like she's in love with somebody else. It's like now it's just getting confusing. I wouldn't want to take the L at all.
I wouldn't want to take the L, but I feel like I'd have to. You know how like sometimes you just have to take the L.
I don't agree. I'd fight for a little bit, and like as a grown woman, she'd have to make the decision. Like I'm not, but at the same time, as a self-respecting man, I'd have to accept it like sooner than later. Like I'm not gonna prolong it for like a year. That's crazy.
If they have kids, I think I'd accept it.
Oh no, for sure. I ain't gonna lie. If you have kids,
I gotta take the L.
Yeah, that's definitely an L. Like,
because I'm not trying to confuse the household.
Yeah, like, and then that's just putting. But if you don't have kids,
I might have to fight.
I'm going to be like, hey, you're going to have to choose. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, and I know it sucks. But you were my wife first, and I get why you moved. I'm not even mad, but like, I'm going to tell like I want you back. But you have to tell me to leave. Like she has to tell me to leave.
Damn, that's such a tricky situation.
It's life.
Cause like 5 years is a long time. Also, yeah, 5 years is a long time. Also, like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, I come back, I don't have a job. I lost my wife. Life is different.
No car,
no crib.
Nothing.
Really, they probably gave all your stuff away.
Or she probably give it to her new man.
Oh, what am I supposed to do?
Nah. I ain't gonna lie. That's, God forbid. Hey, that's a trick. Like, I for sure fight because, like, I love her. And as somebody who's just recently getting in touch with emotions, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go to therapy, y'all do the inner work, journal, all that good stuff.
I think I'd take my L. Because, like, I have nothing to offer.
But it's not your fault. And
that's true.
And it's like, you, at the end of the day, I would believe you would work your best to get back on your feet. Because you're also not the only person in that situation.
That's also true.
So it's like...
Damn, the job market got to be crazy, though.
a bunch of jobs will be opening up now, and you technically don't have a gap in your resume. Technically. So it's like your skills are still like, it's still fresh.
Yeah, you're still fresh with your skills. You technically didn't really lose your skills because you were gone for 5 years.
For you, it was a second.
Yeah, for
so
you, it wasn't that long.
As long as there's don't be crazy advancements and like, the industry you're in is like relatively the same, or it's easy for you to pick up on, you should be able to get a job back because people will be needing more work because there's so many more people back. So it's like, I do my best to get myself back on my feet, obviously, because at the end of the day, even if you're not with your girl or not, you still got to get back on your feet.
That's actually very true.
So it's like, I'm still going to fight, but in a respectful way. Like, I can't force her because I understand the situation.
Damn, where do you even go? You can't even go back home for real.
You know, I hope your mama, somebody, friend or something, has a house, or maybe your wife and her new husband has a guest room.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't stay there.
I couldn't, but it's where if you have nowhere else, that's something you just gonna have to eat. Like, it's like, and then that's gonna motivate you even harder to be like, I need my own spot.
I need to get out of here.
What I need to do? I mean, work hard. But nah, that's all we got for today. Can you make this thing big? Let's cancel. Let's remove Twitter. It's getting late. I'm getting tired.
I feel it.
Nah. I'm not saying we the P nerds. We appreciate y'all. Y'all catch us again. And
yeah, it's been a while.
Happy to be back. Oh, one announcement. If y'all are coming to DreamCon in Houston, Texas 2025, check out the link in our Instagram bio. We have a party we're throwing. It's going to be great. The first block party of the summer. Come out. If y'all can out dance me, doom, 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 doom. Catch me on the dance floor. We're going to have a dance battle like you got served.
Y'all can't catch me on the dance. I'll be in the side, like off to the side. Y'all come have. Y'all just want to have conversations and chill. Y'all catch me off to the side.
But nah, hopefully we see y'all there. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Stay up to date with what we doing. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Hope y'all have a blessed day, blessed week, all of that.
Peace out.
Oh.